Morning, folks. Welcome back to Foundry. I've had some issues starting the stream. Hope everything is working. Okay, I think things are working fine now. Well, I'm gonna get straight into it. We left off yesterday. Ready to start the steel build, but I am very low on conveyor belts. Actually, did I get my Xeno Tower with me? No, I didn't. I think I should be able to just pick up this tower, move it to my new base, and continue from there. That will give me hopefully enough belt to allow me to finish the build. I have decided, I think, at the end of the last episode to actually do full belt build, no matter what that, how small it is. We are gonna do a full rebuild afterwards. And well, let's, I need to remind myself the recipe. So we're doing this steel recipe. So this is a 1 to 2, and this means we're gonna be using, we're gonna be getting as many belts as we're inputting ignium. That means we're gonna get 2 belts out. Okay, and let's figure out recipes. Basically over here it's is it 2 crushers? It's 320, so yeah, that means 4 crushers per belt for this one. We are starting to get both belts, and am I completely out of no, I have 1,000 platform, that's good. Okay, let's just start crushing. So this is 80, that means 80, 320, that those are 4 crushers per belt. So I'm thinking this, I'm gonna leave a bit of space to begin with. I'm thinking I'm gonna get 2 belts. Let's do a quick replacement in the hotbar. I'll probably switch to smelters, although to be honest, I'm not fully sold on the large smelters. They're 363 versus 232, so they're double the height. Power consumption is actually linear, so it's speed of 1 for 100 kilowatts, and this is 1.5, 150 kilowatts. So speed to power ratio is the same. They are slightly faster, but basically if you look at the footprint, it's a 3x3. Even if you judge purely by exclude the height, do width length, it's 3x3 versus 2x2, so that's a footprint of 4 versus a footprint of 9. Is it actually worth using them? Let's say they're easier to set up and they have a base of 3. It's easy. Let's just use them. It is what it is. At least I'm not losing power. Okay. They are not a requirement. They are not a must-have. No power, no power. That's not good. I'll do a big one because this build will get, well, big. Okay, so what I am thinking is we do this for ignium. I had a different plan, but I think I have just changed my plan. Ignium, and I need 4 of them for 1 belt. I think I can build this in a way that is at least partially scalable. So this is a full belt. I'm trying to think through. I've done a build that was quite interesting in my test run. So I'll need just 2 for this one. Okay, so okay, it goes like this. I should have set a recipe. This is gonna do iron ore. And that's gonna output like that. This is the output for this one. I do need to input the iron ore, and all the inputs are gonna come from that side, so my bad. That's input. This is actually gonna be output on this side. And I think I should be able to make this belt loop over here. Let me wire these up, and those are basically my iron plates. We'll see how that goes. So let's see, I want to input. This is gonna be output. Perfect, this works. Yeah, I think this works. So over here we'll have the blend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for these two, we're gonna use, that's gonna be input over here. We're gonna use those two as input. We're gonna use this lane as input for everything. These two are not gonna get ore from here because we need 4 of these to supply those two. Oh, hey. Welcome to the stream. It is a lovely game, I do agree with that. So this is gonna act as the output. Now I do need to provide resources to that one, and it's gonna be that. And finally an input belt here. So okay, it goes like this. This is the input. This is gonna be output. I needed to make sure that I leave that slot open, so these two now have refined or just OR input. Those two have OR input from over there. All I need to do now is actually get my output inserter. So this is gonna be my output lane. In an ideal world, I would just copy paste this. But, well, it is not an ideal world, so it is what it is. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the top tier belts, which are the blue belts, 1280. That is a factor of 4. So if I have 4 machines here, all I need to do is block another 12 times 2, 24. And this is basically the length of this section of the build. We will get the ore out of there very quickly. Oh, come on. I'm slowly getting some foundation back in my inventory, but the keyword here is slowly. I might have to decom some of it. So what I'm actually gonna do is let's build a 5-block gap over here. And I don't know how to structure this. I think I'm just gonna build straight. So I said that this is gonna be the gap is gonna be over here. And I need input belt, output belt. I'll have this as the center line, so that's gonna be the input belt. Let's say that this is the output belt. Space here, 1, 2, and 3. So that's a 5 width. I have no idea what the length needs to be. So let's recap. We are producing a quarter of a belt over here. And we're gonna end up with half a belt. No. We're taking in we're taking in a full belt of coal and we're producing half of it. So yes, we're producing half a belt. The output is gonna be a full belt of ore. Of steel, excuse me. What does a full belt of steel mean? It means I'm gonna need 11 machines. It's 30 per machine. I need 320, so 330, that's 11 machines. We need an even number, so I'm gonna do 12 machines over here. I don't need to set recipes. Okay, so for now, that's all I'll need is 6 machines. We'll do another. I don't need 5 on this side, I'll need just 4. Because I'm not gonna need an extra belt. So this should be more than enough to this should be more than enough to smelt the full belt. I'm just trying to think how I'm gonna get this all the way down to the train station. I kind of don't want to go off on this side because I'm gonna do smelting. I'm gonna extend smelting that way. We're gonna have to do this times 4. I could do it in the middle here. One lift should be good enough, but how far down can I actually get with this? I will disable and enable the chat as messages pop through. I don't want to clutter the overlay unnecessary when there's no messages. I think the lift needs to be over here, to be honest. I don't see another way. I need to move it one space. So I'll use that as a reference, align this one here. This is meant to be the steel train station, right? Yeah, I'll make this one the steel train station. Very unfortunate choice I did there. Well, let's look at the bright side. At least I didn't place the loaders just yet. Okay, this goes over here, and I think that the best way I'll need 2 belts regardless, so let's make sure that I can do outputs. Yes, I can. I looked at it, I said slope down, and for some reason I thought that that was okay. Okay, let's see, this, and I have no clue how far I need to go. That was too far, apparently. So these are 2 belts, they're gonna be equally split. So I don't need to do any splitter or anything like that. We can remove, but not all of it. But that one, let's do input output. So output is going to be over here. And this is gonna be input. I guess this is one of the advantages of the big smelters. 3 input ports means I can do this type of setup. With the small smelters, I would need to have more dedicated belts. But at the end of the day, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. Anyway, let's start connecting things. Just double check this is ignium. Okay, there's way more I need to do. Hopefully not that much more. So that's input belt number 1, that's input belt number 2, and this is input belt number 3. Cool. This one goes over here. This one goes over here. And this one goes over here. I think that is it. Let's set everything to output. So output, output, and output. And we should see... Okay, we're in nighttime again. Battery charge was minimal. It means that during the day at least our base is working at max speed, which is something. Nobody saw anything. Okay, so we're seeing a full belt over there. We should see half a belt going over here and a full belt of steel going to my train. If I've done everything correctly. Looks like I might have done everything correctly. we're expecting 10 of them to work continuously and the 11th to work sometimes. Let's see if that's what actually is gonna happen. How many more spaces do I need? So that's 5 spaces. No, I'm counting from here. 5 plus 4, that's 9, plus 3 more, that's 12. I already have one, so I need to extend this by 11 spaces. I'll start doing inserters because I will lose track of what's what. So that's, and just for reference, I am attempting to mirror this. Cool, so that is iron being smelted, being brought into the bottom ones. How did I order things over here? So it is ignium, ore out, and then ore in. So we have ignium, we have ore out, that needs to go this way, and we have ore in. Finally, last build. Can I reach it? No, I cannot. Now I can. Ignium ore, that's gonna come over there, and then ignium ore input over here. Cool, those are the belts. Let's do outputs. I'm gonna run out of loaders, ain't I? I am going to run out of loaders, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's a bit annoying. I need to do output over here, so input is gonna be over here. Because I need to do iron ore input for these ones. That's good. I need to do coal input. That's good. That was the final one, and my output belt is this one. Of course, it's in the middle of the lift. Let's sort out the inputs first. One, two, this one, I think I'm gonna do it like this. That's good. Let's get this working. So output 1, output 2 and 3. Might have, I don't know, maybe it was a better idea to mix and match the sources, because this is one deposit, that's another deposit. We'll figure it out. So we have iron ore in, we have ignium in. This is already getting full. Ignium is getting on the belt. We just need to take care of the smelting part. If I do it like this, this is a very bad idea. Maybe I'll move all of these with one space over. Sure, let's run with this. Okay, input and output. Looks like the pattern is holding. Did I place that the other way around? I think I did. It is a bit unfortunate, but I cannot move this one. I really don't want to move that whole thing just for this to be slightly better aligned. I'm actually gonna use all of this foundation, so I might as well leave it. This is not gonna get used. And obviously I cannot do anything here because I have no more filters. Is filters the only thing I still have there? I think filters are the last thing left to build, so let's go. I'll just get some plates for now. From which one was the train? Was it this one? No. Was it this one? No. Always the last one I check. Okay, I definitely This is simply running at full speed. That is amazing. So this is actually the bottleneck in whatever I'm producing there. Well, it's gonna be until the trains fill up. Afterwards, the consumption is gonna dial down drastically. I haven't realized that I'm not researching. I'll prioritize those researches. I don't know exactly what else to prioritize. Maybe that might be a good one, but I'm not running low on Formalite now. I probably should research towards the Final Sans pack. Okay, so we're gonna do inputs. I have no idea what was the other pattern I've done. I'm not gonna spend time trying to figure out. I'll just do it like this. Hopefully it matches. I need an input now. And okay, I think that is it. This should give us 2 constant belts per minute. My power consumption is huge. The immediate next priority is to set up a huge solar array. It must be. It simply must be. Okay, I can take this one out of here. We're done. So this is gonna be a loading station. Let me set stations and names. So this is gonna be steel L2. This is the first steel outpost. I might do more, we'll see. Iron or U2 steel. And this will be ignium or U2 steel. I'm not gonna hopefully need those ones for a long time, but I will need them eventually. Now, do I need to resupply anything? I kind of do. I have very few loaders. I need to build more loaders. Can I even build the train station? Barely. I don't want to craft that many electronic components anyway. Oh, I think I had a backup because it was not researching. I didn't understand why I have so many machines full there. That's one problem. I was completely out of these things as well. Top up a bit more. These things I do have. I'm still within range. I can do the final hull expansion. That's gonna cost a lot. I have the materials. I kind of have everything. I have no idea if it's better to improve one over the other. I think it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I might be very wrong, but that is what I think. So hull, I'm doing everything. I'll be able to queue that one up. I don't have enough power. I'm just gonna queue up the reactor. And I think that should take care of all my resources. And my Thermalite. Worst case scenario, I'll queue up another Thermalite Vault expansion. Or maybe pay some of the debts. And look, I don't think I need that much steel right now. So the length up to here is 5. I need to go up to 15. 7. Over here. Okay, that's the one. I have no idea why I didn't start with the signals, but I didn't. I have realized that is the wrong train station to put this train in, so let's send it to Steel L2 T1 at condition full fly, and it is going perfect. This was my circuit board station. Before I forget, I need to put this signal here as well, otherwise it's gonna block my whole train station. Let's do a bit of landscaping. There we go, so much better. These are gonna become unload stations. This is steel U2 oil. Last thing I need to do is actually add a stop here. Steel U2 oil, add condition, wait until empty. We'll make a quick delivery with whatever I currently have. Can I make elevators? Fortunately I can. I guess it has to be over here. And I need to deliver it to this floor. And somehow get it onto the bus. So, first order of business is to remove all the inserters. Let's change recipes. So this is gonna be the large battery, this is gonna be the large solar panel. I'm trying to see what I need to bring to make this work. It's 45. Now I'm almost sure there's something else I'll need. The advanced machinery parts for, but at the moment I cannot figure out what that is. Now okay, here's what's going to happen. This belt will be reversed. It makes no sense to drag this belt. That was too much. Not enough character inventory space. Okay. Is this enough? And the answer is a yes to that one. I really hope I remember correctly and I do not need this one. I'll leave that as is for now. I want to focus. I never brought iron ore here, really. Well, I still have plenty of fuel, so let's leave the iron ore. Let's put that aside for now. come on. The all solar panels will have to go. I might just go a bit crazy and replace the batteries as well, I think. Can I drag to reorder? Unfortunately, I cannot. Let's leave that where it is right now. No, I need it. I need to remove this one as well. Okay, I'll just destroy everything. There's lots of resources lost there, but I'm not gonna use them anymore, so I knew that that would happen when I've done it. So what I want to do now is clean up this excess belt. I think the cleanup went okay. This is gonna be my steel delivery. Did I leave some space? I think I left some space over here. Was it enough? No, but I can go down one level. Hopefully that will be enough. Does the belt still run under? I think the belt still runs under. I have one easy way of doing this. I'll have to rewire everything here, so not that stressed about it. Which needs this one? We're gonna move this one space back. Just to double check, these are meant to be electronic components and this is iron plates. Is there a problem if I swap them around? At the end of the day, as long as I have batteries over here, I think I'm gonna be good. is not good. I needed the electronic components over here and plates over here. I'll just get the steel to circle around then. Okay, so this one stays like this. Let's get the steel over here. So I have iron plates, I have batteries. I can get a third lane over here. And I'll get a third lane to actually be steel. And I'll have a fourth lane over here with electronic components, which is the last one that I'll need. Okay, we have a plan. A good plan, a bad plan, I'm not really sure yet, but it is a plan. Are you kidding me? Obviously that was one space higher, that's why it's like that. I have never connected steel over here, so let's go connect steel. The train is full. That's really nice to see. Say what now? I don't fully understand what happened there. Something definitely wrong happened. Where am I building electronic? Okay, this goes between steel. That looks good. So that's good. It's just the train station that has for some reason electronic components. How did electronic components get into that train station? Where's the electronic components train? That train should be over here. Circuit boards. Circuit board L2, circuit board U2. Did I copy paste the train station with the name? Hopefully that was a one-off. Really hope that was a one-off. I'm not sure I even need that one, so there we go. This is an input, and we should have steel coming down the belt. We do have steel. We are routing the steel over here onto the main bus. Electronic components, I'll have to do an elevator over here and then split it at that point. Yes. A bit of a spaghetti, but at the end of the day I do have steel over here. And I need to offload it on this side. This is gonna be my electronic circuits, but oh no, it is working extremely slow, which I guess it's understandable. So this is gonna be the advanced machinery parts build. I kind of knew that this part of the build will be ugly. I was hoping a bit less ugly, but that's 60, that's enough to get this working at full capacity. I need more machineries. I could make assembler 3s. Let's not worry about that right now. And I want this one to be a large solar panel. And let's see. I think we have this, and we have this. I need 2 more. We'll do the output belt over here. I hope I have enough space for everything. Okay, that looks better now. This is... Man, this night feels like it's lasting forever. This is gonna be the large battery. Did I accidentally drop my inventory in? Yeah, I... Is there a shortcut key to drop inventory into the machinery? We'll take it. We want to produce some large solar panels as soon as possible. We will obviously need inputs. On these two, we're gonna have the output belt over here. That's why I was out of resources. I was like, I already used all my iron plates. Surely I'm not using that many for manual crafting. Turns out I actually wasn't. So output, input. Two solar panels, obviously out of things now. So I do have batteries. All I need is advanced machinery parts and circuit boards. Advanced machinery parts we do have over here. We just need a final belt, which is that one. Let's set up the output. That's gonna be the only output. Can I craft like a lot of these? Okay, that should hopefully hold me for a while. Last one to do. Last two I need to do because I need the glass as well. I cannot access the glass from the other side. Slope up, and I'm too close. Go. Not sure I needed to do that, but I've done it, so it is what it is. I can probably just merge the belt because it is a one-way belt. So this one requires glass, this one requires boards, this one requires boards. So let's go connect up the last piece of the puzzle, which are the boards. Oh, good thing I didn't do the third click. I would have really hated that. power is still there. That's promising. So do I have lifts? I do still have lifts. I'm gonna place it like this. So we're gonna do I think I'll need 4 spaces. I could have put an intermediary lift. Didn't think about it. And I'm gonna try to make sure to keep it on the correct level. It needs to be one level lower, doesn't it? So let's see, let's change this to an output. This needs to be dismantled. Input, output, and last bit we need to change the belt to actually feed into this other one. I want to make sure I didn't pick up too many circuits in my inventory, and I didn't. Once this gets down to the bottom, we should have some circuits. That looks good. I don't see any more circuits on my steel lane. We've done mining efficiency. I didn't even notice when that happened. There was always the third alternative that for some reason I never thought of. Okay, the grid is strained during the day as well. The steam turbine is disabled. I did see a bit of a charge at some point, so it means we are slowly starting to produce. And yes, there was always the better option of configuring this. I'll set it to 100. Nope, if I paste it, it's gonna do something completely different. I'll just do battery. Again, set it to 100. Actually, I think the ratio is 1 to 2. I've just very briefly read that somewhere. I don't know if it's actually accurate or not, but let's just take that at face value. So right now all my energy cells will be fully diverted over here. 90 per minute. I don't think I'm producing 90 per minute. No, I'm producing 120, so this should work at full speed. 270 iron ore per minute. That's 330, only with that being the only user. This is a user as well, that's 390. Okay, so I am consuming a full belt of iron ore at this point. A bit scary. This one still has power. And if it looks like I'm stalling, that's because I am stalling a bit right now. Now, could I move this one tile lower to actually have it on the right space? The answer is yes. Yes, I can. Output, this can be completely removed now. And I will do the same for glass. Did I remove one of these? Of course I did. Okay, those belts look a bit cleaner now. Let's get rid of all the stuff I inadvertently got in my inventory. Sort things out, get rid of excess. How many panels do I have? Some, not a lot, but some. Technically, I could do a double belt of iron because right now my production is throttled, but I'll keep it as is. I need to figure out a way to actually get the iron down. So I can obviously, I obviously cannot do that. But hopefully I should be able to do this. Can I put? No. One more. Input, not the best of alignments, but actually a very bad alignment. I want to fully automate this build as well. It is what it is. I do have iron fully automated. I can just forget about it now. I'll always have fuel. I don't need to carry any excess on me. So I'll leave that in. I'll always have my fuel supply topped up as long as I'm within the Xeno Tower coverage, which I'll most of the time be. This belt will fill up almost immediately. No need to worry about that. Yep, we're low on that. I'm expecting it. Oh, that was actually disabled. How many panels do I have? 50 panels. That's a lot actually. How many foundations? I have enough foundations. Not sure if it was the best decision to build there or not. Time will tell. But I will go to expand my solar coverage. I'll be honest, it will be nice to have some sort of way of moving around the map fast, especially that right now there's no like enemy or anything like that concept. What is happening here? I don't like what's happening there. Okay, let's first of all replace the solar panels. These ones are substantially bigger. 5 by 5. Just in time. Wait, what? So this is sunrise, sunset. Okay, and this is the solar panel activation time. They will go from inactive to active at 8 p.m. 8 a.m. not p.m. Just in time to not be able to take advantage of the solar panels. I will very likely just decommission those ones. I want to have my power a bit more predictable. in terms of how much capacity I have. Let's expand this by 35 more. Can I do? I cannot do 40. All good. We'll do in increments of 35. Still more. Actually, I don't want to start from that side because I don't have enough to fill the whole plot. Okay, let's start wiring things up. Realistically, I could have picked up the batteries if I was thinking just a bit in advance. Okay, let's see. It is night, so I don't know how much more we would have produced. But I will take a very short break to go grab a glass of water. I see that we're still producing at full speed over there. Or with all machines, I should say. Full speed might be an overstatement. No power? Why? Didn't I connect? And the answer to didn't I connect is no, I did not connect. Oh, of course this is... Okay, this has started producing again. We will take everything we have. Not a lot, but it is something. I'll wait just a bit more. I'll be right back. Go grab a glass of water. We'll go expand our power production. Okay, water break over. How much? How much did I grab? Not an insignificant amount. So hopefully this is the last day where we are short on power. As far as I can tell, this is one of the best ways of making power in the game, and well, setup is somewhat painful. It's one of those build and forget type of builds, which I really like. Okay, that was as much foundation as I could get. That didn't make any sense what I said. That was as much foundation as I had, is what I meant to say. Now, wouldn't it be awesome if I could just drag and build? Just saying. I do think it would be really awesome. The way I am dragging power poles, and speaking of chaining, I don't know if you guys seen the Satisfactory 2.1 patch notes. They finally decided to add daisy chaining to factories. 6 years, 10 years into the making. I actually have no idea when Satisfactory came out for the first time, but it feels like such a basic functionality. Okay, no foundation is actually gonna be a problem. I see foundation. I'll just steal as much as I can out of this one. No, I cannot do that. It's gonna destroy my... it would have destroyed the lift. I didn't want to have that happen. We can take some foundation out of here. How much did I take? About 1,000. Okay, hopefully it's good. We are casting a shadow on the ground. That's kind of the only bad part of this. And that's why I built so far from the base. I might not have needed that much foundation after all. minus 23 megawatts. That's the current deficit, I guess. Minus 22 megawatts. Let's see. Well, we'll see during the day how much this actually covers. For now, how much did we place here? We've added almost 100 large solar panels. A large solar panel provides 600? I think it's 600. 650. 650 times 100, that is 65 megawatts. If we divide that by an actual 2, because I think I'll have to monitor, but I do believe that it's 8 to 8. I know it varies day to day, but it doesn't vary by much. So that means 32 constant megawatts, assuming the batteries are enough. Yeah, that's a fair amount, I would say. I think we should have enough to cover all our energy demands. But now that I've done that, I wonder what I should do next. Why is that red over here? Oh, those are the research servers. That's expected to be red. I'm not gonna get any sort of accurate readings out of that one, so I'm not even going to try. Yeah, what to do next? I will continue researching towards the Science Pack 5. So Science Pack 5 is CPUs plus hydraulic pistons plus robot parts. Steel beams we have delivered at oil. Steel beams plus low density alumite will give us hydraulic pistons, although there is a caveat with this recipe. This is very high volume. I would much rather build it on site. This is a very complex recipe and requires polymer boards. I need to put polymer boards on the train as well, because I think some of the robots require polymer boards as well. Yeah, hydraulic pistons are very high throughput. And last but not least, CPUs. CPU are going to be a huge problem to build. I will build CPUs at my oil base, which is now more or less becoming a secondary main base. Secondary base, competing with the main base in size. But polymer boards, olemic acid, we already know how to do. We can just replicate the board. That's not that big of an issue. What is a big issue is the wafer, because wafer requires liquid silicon. I'm just gonna call this silicon. Deluxite. It's just silicon. So this requires liquid silicon, this requires silicon ingots, and this requires silicon ore. Silicon ore requires ore rubble. We need the arc furnace, which is not a small thing to do. It's a very big build actually. And we need underground mining to get this type of ore. We can only get this type of ore from underground mining. That's a mouthful. We'll work on setting those things up. Do I need... I never really got the idea behind modular storage tank constructions. Freight elevator. Okay, that's gonna happen later. Right now, let's have a look at the grid status. So yeah, the math was relatively correct. It's 63 megawatts from the very beginning of the day. We are charging the batteries, we're roughly 20% in just 2 hours out of 12, so we should have full battery. We'll see if the batteries actually last overnight, but we do have a fully functioning base. Our base is right now draining 33 megawatts, which is quite decent, I would say. I am producing plates and glass here. I'm looking at this terrain here. This is prime real estate to build. Can I squeeze in another station? I'll make it more towards this one. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So it would be input here, output here. I could go on the other side of the train track. Over here I'm gonna run into mountains, which I do not like. So I've tapped these 2 iron deposits. That's very far away. This one is very far away as well. I'm just thinking what resources I need to bring and in what order. Let's expand bots. I think that's gonna be my next order of business. Expanding bots. I have full belt. All right. So this is gonna be output. That's gonna be that input, and I need this as an input. Okay, this should keep all of the... Oh, I have some others that are not green, so that was not really necessary. What do I have there? I have... Well, let's take the bots in order. Next one is meant to be the heavy duty transport bot. That doesn't seem right. This one seemed much easier to build. I think that this one is higher tier. So I'll build, actually, first of all, make sure that I'm in tower coverage and go in build mode. So we have iron plates over here. I can... So circuit boards, hover engine, those are high tier builds. High tier build as well. High earth tier. So these two are gonna be the next ones. Let's see. Plates are good. I can... plates is a discrepancy between the two recipes. I'm kind of thinking what I want to bring on the middle. So I'm gonna use iron plates. I will do a glass belt. Do I not have glass over here? Okay, let's build train stations. I think that's gonna be the actual first order of business. I'll build train stations, and I might actually build another dedicated belt for machine parts. We'll work on draining this deposit before moving on and getting my supply from the train station. This is gonna be glass in that case. No. That is not going to be glass. First of all, I'll work on not making slopes horizontally, just parallel to the lines, like I've done with that one. That's good. Second of all, this is meant to be rods. I am very sure that one bot and just one bot requires rods. No? No, really. Have I missed? I'm gonna triple check. What was I using the rods for if it wasn't for this? I really wish I could see what the usages for the rods are. That was one very nice thing that both Factorio and Satisfactory are doing. Do I have any bots I haven't researched? So we're not gonna look at the actual robots, but let's see, transport drone. I'm almost sure that high tier bots do not require rods. Almost is not 100% though. aquatic pots. These require very complex parts. I really don't think that this would require anything like that. Am I just blind? Cleaning bot? No, cleaning bot requires iron plates and machinery parts. Was I using it for another? I'll quadruple check. I'm sorry for dragging this, but yeah, I am sure I had a usage for rods. Nope. I don't know what I was using them for. I honestly do not know. Not even construction materials, which was something that I might actually do just because I have everything already. I'll have everything already on the bus, so not even this one requires rods. This one requires rods, but I'm gonna do a dedicated train station for it. Although this presents a different challenge on its own because of how small the stack is. Yeah, I have no clue what I was thinking I'm gonna use that for, but I'm not gonna use it for anything. And saying that, I did remember what I was using them for. I will plan on building a mall after I'm done with the bots at least.
Cargo shuttles? Your blueprint library is soaring beyond expectations. This is precisely the breakthrough technology we need to ship vast quantities of goods to faraway locations on the planet. I'm impressed. Our capacity for innovation is really taking flight.
I am really losing my mind. I swear I was using Technum rods for something. But at the moment I don't see the usage even for the mall. And with that being said, there's not gonna be any Technum rods. We'll work on getting those two. This needs to be the top one. And is that the right alignment? It is not the right alignment. Let's align it over here. Okay, this is the first connection I'm actually properly gonna test. And I think that it will work just fine. Let's make a few train stations. I'll figure out what I'm gonna actually do with them later. That's one. Two. How many do I want to do? Let's go with... Let's go with 5 stations. See where that takes us. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Out of plates, we can definitely get more plates. Are those stations aligned? It's so hard to see. They seem aligned. And let's see. We can scan for teluxite veins, but we cannot do anything with them just yet. So let's continue building this. I need to get the name of the train station. Glass is simply glass, okay. Glass unload to main. Can I build trains? I can build a few of them. Let's go with that. I should probably look at improving my robot as well. There's quite a few improvements I now have access to. I think it's just the final tier that I don't have access. Okay, that took a longer time than I was expecting, but it did work. Now, electronic components. I I don't have on the trains anywhere, and that's gonna be a problem. I need electronic components. I'll need a huge amount of them. I might even consider 2 belts on the bus for electronic components. That's probably the highest throughput resource, that and machinery parts. Circuit board, polymer board. I don't have polymer board. I don't have hover engine. Thermalite I'll just bring from here. I don't need that much of a throughput. Let's wire this station up first. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I actually need to go even one level lower. This should be my glass train. It's the only one that's missing. Let's make sure we actually do get glass. What am I out of? Machinery parts and steel plates. Okay. Let's go grab some machinery parts and steel plates. And iron plates, not steel. I'm out of steel as well. Never mind. And I'm out of these things. I'm not gonna get 3 stacks. That's gonna be good enough. I don't want glass on me. Get some electronic components. And we're good to go. Yep, we are good to go. It's the middle of the night. Grid status. 5 more hours until sunrise. We are eyeballing it at 30%, so I think we should be able to survive the night. Worst case scenario, the brownout is gonna be very small. But okay, let's do this. Let's build. I'm not gonna worry about throughputs right now. I actually want to build a bit. And we'll build bots first and foremost. I want to get the mall going as well. That's another fun project. Okay. Let's just make a huge platform. That's a lot of bots, and let's make the assumption that I actually have all of these belts figured out. I will need a few more belts eventually. So this is gonna be main boss. That's gonna be in the way. Of course it's gonna be in the way. I will drag all of these belts all the way through. I'm not gonna care what's needed when and where. Okay, so I said I will do output this way. This is going to be the one that requires iron plates. Robots, there we go. That was the snack bot. Really? Those were all my iron plates? I really need to build that mall. Those are 2 ingredients in. What do I need? I need this one first. This one shouldn't go there. Slope down. That's the wrong belt to cut. Slope. This is gonna be a slope down. For now, I'll just make the bots. This should be enough to craft. Okay, I need to go get more supplies. Five of those, more of these, and I'm already no more plates. Working at full speed, we have a very good base. It is producing things for us. Will I be able? I should be able to just fly up. What are these called? Snack bots. Factory to space station. I want the snack pots. These things. Confirm. We'll let small cargo ships handle the load. And there we go, that is the first of them. After snack bots, I think I was looking at light bots. Yes, light bots. Let's get these. We could technically go and set up. No, we need these researches, but it will take me a long time to set up CPU production, or the prerequisite for CPU production. I could technically go start that one up, but that's I think gonna be tomorrow's stream. Today I am getting very close to nap time. It's almost midnight here in the lovely Australia. Light bots, yes, confirm. Glass and steel. Can I reuse glass and steel for anything else? I can reuse glass over here, but not for anything else. Steel for this one. I don't have advanced machinery parts. I don't have hover engine, so that's not gonna be very soon. Yes, I'm not gonna reuse any of those, so I'll bring steel on the inner belt. Yes, steel is gonna... no, I cannot do that. I need to bring... I don't even have the steel belt. So, ideally I would want steel on the inner belt. The problem is that if I do steel on the inner belt, I'll have a problem with glass. I could... let's keep things simple. There's no reason to complicate. I'll just do extra belts if required. Slope up. Yes. So that's glass, and do I get steel from the bottom belt? Doesn't really matter, I guess. We know what the next train station is gonna be. if I do it like this, it is not going to work nicely. That's for sure. I cannot stack them, but normally this would be moved 2 spaces over here and staggered like this. All the way over here. Now, could I... Could I do it like this? So let's say I have 2 over here. No, that's a problem because for the next belt I would need to be... This is not gonna work because I need the output of this one. That's not right. Let's assume I do something like this. If I do this, I'll have another belt running over here. This is gonna be 2 spaces higher, but I cannot put things back in this position because I'm gonna have a conflict with that one. What alternatives do I have? I cannot indefinitely keep going that way. That's gonna make this very messy, if not anything else. I could at the same time, and I think that this is gonna be the solution, gonna use a mixture of these 2. So I'll actually have 2 of these over here supplying 2 belts. I'll stagger the next 2 belts and then I should be, which is gonna be those 2. Is this actually gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. But I think that that's a problem for tomorrow me. Why invalid oh, okay, that's good. I might not have coverage. Let's see. I actually do. So that's glass. This is gonna be steel. And the train station, 2 stops. Steel load and steel U2 main. Same conditions, full cargo and empty cargo. Apply autopilot. The train left immediately. which is a very good sign. Okay, so we go just one space down. And we can keep reusing this pattern. I don't think that we're gonna have a problem with that. So the problem is that the belt here has 2 dedicated spaces, but a lift requires 3 spaces. Look, worst case scenario, just go backwards as much as it's required. But I should be able to actually do back-to-back lifts. What I mean by that is I have, let's say 3 lifts here that deliver 3 belts at the bottom. I have then 3 belts on a higher level that or two lifts. Okay, 2 lifts here delivering the bottom ones, 2 lifts higher level delivering the top lines. I then go that's the problem. I cannot go over here because I'm to deliver these 2 belts, because if I put it here where I would need it, I would block those belts. But if I do one here to deliver the right belt, how would I deliver the left belt? And one off by just 1 space. So one like this, one like this. This can deliver that belt, that can deliver that belt. And similarly, I think that this is the solution. This is within a 4 space radius, which is the exact amount for 4 belts. Okay, we found our pattern. At the bottom, there's no conflicts. I can have them all on the same level. And again, deliver 1 belt like this, 1 belt like this, and then somehow on the sides. I could even consider doing 2 different levels. So the top one, the front ones in the being higher, the bottom ones being lower. That way there's no conflict. I want to make sure I don't forget the pattern I said I'm gonna do here. So I'll keep that there for now. Let's make a few more lifts. Do I have steel over here? I do have steel, and I do have robots. I will run out of something at some point. I'm a bit surprised and I haven't already. Let me out, please. Thank you. Last thing for today. What are we doing? We're still doing the reactor. My thermalite is running low, but let's see. Space stations. We've done 2 more bots. Let's go to the sales platform. We've done the snack bot and we have done the light bot. We have so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bots. Good thing I wanted to build this one as well. Good thing I didn't. We'll do the screen bot, we'll do the heavy duty bot next, and then look at building the more advanced ones. The weapon, what do I need for weapon components? I've actually never built that robot. Oh, and that's why I need explosives, thermalite, and machinery parts. So I need to build explosives somewhere. I need to bring machinery parts and thermalite sheets in the same place. That's gonna be a beauty to do. We'll figure that out later. Let's queue up a few more researches. Cleaning bot is kind of in the same category. Do I want cleaning bot now? No. I have CPU already queued up. I'm not gonna do assembly lines. Pipelines will allow us to do blast furnace. I'm quite keen on doing that one, but not just yet. Okay, let's get this one. Let's get cargo shuttle liquids. That's not all that relevant. Does this one give us anything? No. I want that one. Okay. Get a few upgrades while we can. Probably should look at an upgrade for the lab, although 6k is still quite a lot. Let's see. We only have 2 sectors, but I'm fairly sure we can deliver more things. So, not here. Not here. I would have thought we can deliver more things. Okay, this one. I saw the snack bot. So we'll add that to the delivery. Still plenty of cargo left. We cannot deliver any of those. Okay, over here we actually have the light bot. Not that big of a supply demand, but we'll take it. And over here we cannot actually do anything. Well, that was underwhelming. This one we can actually deliver a lot. Ship management, please game, give me a buy ship button here. Why do I need to go to the space station, go to spaceship, click on buy ship, click on the ship, assign it to a supply route, and only then get back here? Like, it's to click assign. Give me a button over there, give me an overlay over there. It's sorry for the rant, it's one of the more annoying features in the whole game for me. And again. Okay, I did not consider that one. We'll do more later. For now, I'll just wait for our reactor to be repaired. We're out of construction material, interesting, and we still need about 1k. 1k is actually gonna be quite a few rounds, but well, hopefully our cell capacity has almost doubled. That's a very good sign. We're gonna look at obviously increasing our cell capacity. We have, I'll do a quick overview of what's left. Advanced machinery parts, I might do a quick and dirty build over here, or I might just grab off of that machinery because I don't think the throughput is that high. So I'll need like, what, 30 per minute? Plus another 30. And I'm not gonna do that one for now. I don't know, maybe I should not be lazy and actually do a dedicated train station for building the advanced machinery parts. I really want to take more advantage of this empty space over here. I don't know. I think I'll actually put one more train station here. Although it's gonna squeeze things, it's gonna allow me to use all of this space here. And I have some ideas on how to utilize more space. But yeah, I think that's gonna be for the next stream. For this one, thank you very much for joining, thank you for keeping me company, and yeah, hope to see you here next time. Have a great night, bye!